CryptoSLO, cryptocurrency news and investing.
CryptoSLO with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Today's video topic is taxes, and specifically 2018 tax strategies. First and foremost, I want to make sure you know I am not a professional tax CPA or otherwise tax accountant. Always seek your professional tax advice before you implement any strategies or whatever. So let's get right to it. Today I wanted to talk about tax strategies for 2018, specifically related to your crypto. And we all know this has been a really rough year for crypto. Basically, everyone's calling it the crypto winter, but it's actually been like a bear market the entire year. So just some retrospect of what to do to maximize your gains, or actually to keep money in your bank. And that being, the strategy is, with the 2018, we've had a really big shakeout of coins that the prices have dropped significantly, 90 to 95%. And the reality is there's probably just not a strong chance for a lot of these to come back to anywhere near the levels they were, especially if, you know, now that they've had a year, you get to see what's going behind the project. Some examples of these would be strong hands. This thing just absolutely blasted off into space, you know, right at the beginning of 2018 and of 2017 with the BTC run, and now it's just crushed into oblivion. So the point there is, with us getting close to the end of the year, you kind of have to weigh your possibilities that you should dump your bags of crap coins and take the tax write-off. You're going to make more money and put more money in your pocket using the tax write-off than you are holding on to that coin. Now, with that being said, could the coin all of a sudden moon at the beginning of the year? Yes. But again, this is more focused on bad projects, bad choices, you know, like ZCL, Bitcoin Private, strong hands. A lot of these coins that a lot of people had major dollars invested in, and there's just no way they will come back up to levels unseen. So like, let's take for example strong hands. If you would have bought right here, you could have easily spent 1 or 2 grand, and at today's prices it's worth a measly 90 bucks. And you're like, 2 grand to 90 bucks. So this is just an arbitrary example. So basically you have a net loss of about $19.50. So assuming you have a standard tax rate, let's say your effective tax rate's about 25%. Let's take that $19.50 and times it by that, let's see, 0.75, 25, 75. Oh, actually, it's times the effective tax rate. So you take your total loss times your effective tax rate. That's 500 bucks in your pocket. Now, at the current prices in this example, let's say you had 300 million strong hands and you bought at the height of the market, and now today, at the end of the year 2018, it's worth 100 bucks. You can put $487 in your pocket if you go ahead and dump the coins. Now, if for some reason you really like these coins, there's an additional strategy on top of this. You know that we've been trading sideways like literally for the entire year. So if you sold it, you just have to wait the 30 days so that you don't have a wash trade, and then you just buy it back again. Now obviously there's risk there of losing coins in case it does go up at the beginning of the year or some kind of bull run happens. But the point of this video is that a lot of people bought a lot of coins, and some of these are just bad projects and they're not going to come back up. Everyone's like, hodl till you die, hodl. Well, that's great for a good project. But if it's a crap project, dump the coin and take the tax write-off. It's really simple. You could even do this with a stronger portfolio. Let's say that you had, 50,000 Raven, and you bought when Binance listed, and you bought at 6 or 7 cents, and now it's worth 3.7. Technically, you could dump that and take the tax write-off, wait your 30 days, and buy it back. And then, in essence, you're maximizing your tax advantage on the crypto. Because don't be fooled. As we move forward, we're going to start to track these gains and losses a lot more tightly. And when you can take a loss, you should take the loss and take the write-off. But basically, in a nutshell, here's how it works. So you kind of take, let's say you had $5,000 worth of coin. Okay, give me another example. 5,000. Okay, and let's say it's worth 1,000 now. Okay, you have a $4,000 so paid worth now. You have a $4,000 paper loss. Now, they say you don't lose until you sell. Well, here's the thing. You've lost $4,000, and then you're set. So to figure out what your write-off would be, you take your effective tax rate. So we have effective tax rate, and that's about 25%. Okay, and then you multiply your loss times your tax rate. Now, there are maximum losses that the IRS will allow you to take on your taxes. And it's just like any other stock investment or not. So basically, your investment's worth 1,000. Okay, so you could sell for 1,000 and get a $1,000 tax write-off. Thus, 2,000. You just minimize your losses by taking the tax loss up front. So pretty simple stuff. Let's again, your total amount of losses is capped at a certain point. So this strategy only works. But if you can knock 5 or 10 grand off of your effective income, then like I said, it's my opinion that it's most advantageous to dump your shitcoin bags and take the tax loss. So that's the topic of today's video. If you have any questions, opinions about this, feel free to post below. But the things to remember are, number one, your tax loss is capped at a certain point. Number two, to figure out your write-off, you multiply your average effective tax rate of your income times your loss. And number three, you could always buy the coins back after 30 days to avoid the wash trade, assuming you sell before the December 31st, and then you buy them back 30 days later. It's that simple. So, hope you enjoyed today's video. Maximize those gains. This is CryptoSLO. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.